Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Barracks in Canberra, where the Money Online League of Legends qualifiers is taking place right now. Brought to you by Gamestah, sponsored by Money Online and Roccat, and of course Gamestah, powered by ozgamers.com.au, Australia's games community. Thanks for joining us for what is sure to be a very quick match, because we have a pretty hot team right now, getting ready to go onto the Rift. But before we talk about them, let's say hello to Mendrix. Hello, Mendrix.
Hello, Chrisis. Happy to be back for another casting goodness. It's going to be good fun.
Yeah, it should be fun, and you're calling a quick game here. It is SWSW, or Swiggity Swaggity, Hot Grills versus Taric's Our Dad. And we're straight into Champ Select. On the left, we've got the Hot Girls, Kimchi Bread, Leet, Paw Paw, Frolic, and Ricky Raccoon.
Yeah, and in the purple side, we have Blue Zaya, Venusaur, I Black, XYX, Guardian Lad, and Yen R30. Oh, I was going to say R34 because of the Nissan Skyline, but Yen R44.
Yeah, so Taric's Our Dad is the other team that played against Kent Life yesterday, so you wouldn't have seen them. But they obviously lost to Kent Life?
Yeah. No,
Hang
maybe.
on. Let's just have a quick look at the brackets. So we had a day one yesterday. We're into day two, and just heading on over to. So actually, no, sorry. This is that the previous game was the losers bracket game. This is a winners bracket game, and it is it's not quite a semi-final, but they are into the last round before the grand final. So whoever wins this has a spot in the grand final. SWSW Hot Girls versus Taric's Our Dad.
Yeah, I mean, unless Taric's Our Dad have got some serious Smurfs up in this grill, I don't think they'll stand a chance against Swiggity Swag, unfortunately, because we're talking Challenger tier team. That's right, guys. We have a nice treat for you. We have a Challenger team floating around.
So only serious business in this game, no joking around.
Exactly.
And
Well, I mean, if they decide to, I've seen a lot of Challenger teams when they come up against the Silvers and the Goldies, they like to play around a little bit. But if
look how
Swiggity Swag and
disparaging
mean
you are
business,
there.
they're gonna do it. I know.
The Silvers and the Goldies.
I'm sorry. It's just there's the difference. You see the difference.
Players
So
like you need to realize that the majority of players are bronze. So if there was ever a fight, it would, by sheer numbers, the bronze would win.
it's I'm not saying that. I'm obviously maybe in real life, yes, but not on the Rift, you know. But
Well,
no,
absolutely.
yeah.
So let's just have a quick look at how our challengers on the Hot Grills are doing in terms of their bans and picks. So they banned out Cyan, Victor, and Sejuani, and all three of those top tier bans. Although Victor, not often that you see a Victor ban, is it?
No, not really. Well, Victor is actually beginning to crop up into meta in the higher leagues. So I think maybe they've got a bit of fear. Maybe they know that they've got a Victor player on Taric's Our Dad's team.
Is Victor a good counter to Xerath?
I wouldn't say he's a good counter to Xerath. I think he's just becoming a solid laner. Like he's got enough utility now to make it work. He's good at both top and in the mid lane. So he's also a flex pick that's sort of cropped up. So that's like your Lulus, like your Lissandras. He's just becoming a good all rounder pick just to have in the team.
All right, so we're going to have a Hecarim coming out of the jungle, so that'll be exciting. Leet picking up the speed pony. Kimchi Bread's in the top lane with a. Surely they're going to switch around, or have they not?
I believe they're going to
themselves?
switch around. It's going to switch it around. It's I'm pretty sure it's going to be Aurelia in the top lane. It should be an Annie support, Xerath mid, and obviously Sivir is going to be in the jungle with the pony as ADC, guys. This is new meta stuff coming up in here. No, Sivir's ADC. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. And I think
remake.
this is the remake. We've got the placeholder. I think Taric was their placeholder, so I'm not sure what their actual champion is going to be on the side. So yeah, so Taric is Thresh. So we go back into Champ Select, back into the action.
Okay, it's all very confusing. Why didn't he just pick Thresh up?
Because I believe they wanted to pick threat. Like he doesn't. The person that was picking for him can't swap. Is the issue. So
Oh, doesn't own Thresh.
doesn't own Thresh or own the champion that he needs for
Oh,
it.
that's very gentlemanly of the Hot Grills.
Yeah, so what they're doing is they're saying, hey, our top lane editor doesn't have enough champions to let us swap. We
A-
want to pick up Thresh.
And of
So Taric's our placeholder, and
yeah,
they message him saying Thresh is who we want. And now what they're doing is they're going through the ban phase again, exact same, except this time what you'll find is everyone's going to be picking their champions in the right order because there's not going to be any
right.
surprises.
Oh well, very, very, very nice sportsmanship from the Hot Grills, looking after Taric's our dad. Of course, if they were playing on the tournament realm, they wouldn't have this problem because you get all of the champions in the
Yeah, all
tournament
the
realm.
champions are there, so there's no issues in that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's obviously this is just a means to fixing up an issue that they have. It's by no means unfair advantage in favor of Tarik's our dad. It's just they've merely put in a placeholder and said this is the champion we're picking. It's really just to swap around.
Right. All right. Well, fair enough. So they're going to get themselves in order. Let's have a quick look at these team compositions. So the purple team have, well, they're going to be putting a Malphite up against an Aurelia, but really they seem to be a kind of a close engage, control the field while Gaijin Lad, who demonstrated a very good Caitlyn yesterday, picks away at the back with a lane bully, Caitlyn.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the team comp they're going for. Karthus is one of those picks that I honestly think he's very strong. He has a really annoying audio attack frame rate, which I think they just buffed recently. I was playing him the other day, and I was like, Jesus, this must be hard for Karthus players out there. So I think they fixed it up a little bit. But yeah, he's got such a good. If the game goes late, yeah, you can't let that ultimate of his is such a big hit. Even before the team fight starts, it causes panic, it causes stress. Everyone goes running in after him to try and disrupt it. It's a really fantastic ultimate, and I really miss Karthus being out there out on the field, or just out there on the Rift in the higher leagues. But the problem is everyone knows how to deal with him up there. He's not going to be as strong, and that's why you don't see him anymore in the LCS.
So I like the kind of nuance that we're going to see in team fights from the Hot Grills, because we're going to have Siva.
Swiggity swag.
The Swiggity Swag Hot Grills. Siva, with that Hunter's Call or Call of the Hunter or whatever it is that gets everybody running super, super fast, is going to synergize beautifully with Leet on the Speed Pony. So the question is going to be whether the ulti gets popped in order to get them kiting away from the Karthus Defile, or get Kimchi Bread and Leet into the backline of their opponents. So it's going to be very, very interesting seeing how Kimchi Bread and Leet take advantage of Froloc's ulti, and whether Gaijin Lad. So just as a quick aside before I finish that thought, Gaijin Lad yesterday picked a Caitlyn, and their opponents picked a Siva into that. And Gaijin Land absolutely dominated his lane as a result. So you've got the longest range ADC versus the shortest range. No, I think Graves is maybe a bit shorter.
I think, yeah, I think Callista, Vayne, and Graves share the lowest range in the game.
Right.
And I think Siva's just a little bit more, like
So-
50 or something silly.
So Gaijin Lad was able to really dominate his lane as a result. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to do exactly the same against Frolic on the Siva.
Yeah, guys, don't listen to ChampionSelect.net. Siva is not a counter into Caitlyn. Siva does win later in the game because she's got a lot of damage and a lot of utility, but during the laning phase, Caitlyn destroys Siva. So it's going to be interesting to see how Swiggity Swag Frolic really deals with the Caitlyn that he's up against. I mean, if Gaijin Lad is actually his rank versus a Diamond Siva, I'd be interested to see how that comes out. That'll be interesting to see how that matchup plays up. But the main reason why everyone thinks Siva is a counter into Caitlyn is because she can spell shield her ultimate and she can spell shield her traps. So it's really, yeah, it's just that long range auto attack's really big on Caitlyn, and She's a if you're out there struggling on ADC, pick up Caitlyn. You'd be surprised what you can do with her.
Alright, so just 20 seconds before we get into the the skin battle. 2 TPs on Hot Grills versus the one on the purple team, the Taric, our dad. In the mid lane.
That means the speed pony is looking to farm.
So he's looking to farm, but he's also looking to flank, isn't he?
Basically, yeah, you take teleport ignite. Also, I think it's really good as an engage, so he's probably going to pick up home guards. And the idea is that if he sees an opportunity to start an engage, he'll back first and then teleport into it.
And as you say, as you were talking about yesterday, just use his ulti as his flash, really.
Exactly, that's the case of it all. And as you can see, you got all those lovely challenger symbols and master symbols and.
And they've got the lion's share of the skins as well, so they win the skin battle.
I really love Arcade Hecarim. It's a fantastic skin.
The whole Arcade series is brilliant.
It's just a fantastic setup that they've made.
I mean, I can see why they made DJ Sona, but Arcade Sona was pretty good.
Yeah, DJ Sona is a fantastic skin too. I really like DJ Sona. I mean, not for the arse. I actually like her switching between the music. It actually gives something more than the normal Summoner Rift music. Apart from that, then I just turn on my Pandora.
What do you mean the arse?
Oh, have you seen the have you seen all the arse memes about DJ Sona?
No.
No, there's been a lot of everyone's been taking photos and posting them on League people in Summoner Society and being like, look at DJ Sona's ass because she's not wearing her skirt like she normally does. She's actually got an ass. Yeah, that's why everyone's like, she's got an ass.
Oh.
So that's the joke that's been going around with DJ Sona.
Oh, League of Legends playing to their demographic.
Definitely are. So yeah, it looks like there's not going to be any aggressive ward placements again, just very defensive.
No lane
lot
swaps.
of pings. I think they're pinging the Nexus right now. I think that's Sweetie Swag's game plan. Just get to the Nexus. That's what they're saying right there.
Right.
All the Winter Wonderland skins are nice too. I really like the silver one.
Yeah.
I like all skins.
Look at it doing its little jingle bell and snow and stuff.
They're just getting better. It's just a big change. It's a big change from the let's just change the color of the original skin layout and that's a skin.
Like Dr. Mundo, the green Dr. Mundo.
Yeah,
oh
green
yeah,
Dr. Mundo.
Nicely done, recolored.
Yeah,
and what was it? Malphite. Malphite has the what is it? Granite Malphite or something.
Granite Malphite, yes.
Yeah.
It'd be like one of those things where say, yeah, you're just like selling houses in Australia. Look, we've changed them to granite. It looks much nicer. I think we can sell this much better.
All right, Leet is not going to be donating his golems to the bottom lane. So Caitlyn and Annie head straight into the lane. Straight away we've got Kimchi Bread putting some damage down onto Blue Zaya in the top there. Wants to establish dominance, but it's a fair trade. Blue Zaya straight away replies and gets some damage down himself. Nicely done.
Yeah, I think Kimchi Bread is just testing out to see how aggressive he is. Right now he will have the advantage. And as she gets her Sheen, usual thing, wait for the Sheen, then all in. That's generally what Aurelia's like to do.
Right, so it's going to be a full-on brawl up there. Shard exchanged for stun really over and over. Kimchi Bread has hit his 2 though, so I think Blue Zaya is going to try and hang back a little bit until he gets his own 2.
And the damage in the bot lane is amazing right now. The Ricky Raccoon did a really good stun. As you can see, they've chunked down Guardian Lab fairly well, and Yana 44 is really down low as well. So already establishing dominance in the bottom lane.
So much for the lane bully.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't want to call Diamond, but I kind of have to call the Diamond versus Silver in this situation.
Oh man, Kimchi Bread just putting the punishment down onto Blue Zaya. Blue Zaya is unfortunately he's dependent on getting those ground slams to do a bit of damage, and I just don't think they do as much damage as a Blade Surge.
Well, one of the things you're seeing that Kimchi Bread is doing versus the Malphite is actually the wave manipulation. So she's been aggressive while making sure he cleans out the wave on the other side. So if Blue Zaya tries to be aggressive back to Kimchi Bread, the minions just decide to, throw a bit of bitch slaps in his face, and he can't really do much.
What you need is a volley bear.
What you need is Volibear again, yeah. You need really strongly. Actually, Volibear ragdolls Aurelia. He really does a number on Aurelia in lane. So if you're looking for a counter to Aurelia, guys, look towards Pierrette and get that Volibear going.
That previous game where we had a Volibear in the top lane, absolutely dominating a Maokai, will be up on the Gamestah YouTube channel later on today, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
If you missed it.
And it's still just asserting the dominance in the bottom lane there. Gaijin Lad's really having some issues. He's keeping up in farm thanks to his range, but I reckon as soon as there's one more good trade, look for that CS difference to go up by about 10 in Swiggity Sag's favour. And he got the stun there too.
Yeah, Gaijin Lad's predicting it perfectly though with the net, getting himself out of danger and out of range, more importantly, of Froloc's boomerang blade. Gets himself out of the way, and Hecarim shows himself in the bottom lane.
Yeah, as at that point in time, Nautilus did rock up and showed himself in the mid lane, and Swiggity Swag, Paul just walking away from that. And he's putting some hurt down on Chrisis too. He's very low. He's down to about 10%.
Oh, first blood! Man, nice long range from the Paw. Picks up the first blood, and he will be very, very pleased with that. And of course, Chrisis hasn't hit 6 yet, so he can't do an angry R.
He can't do an angry R back in his face. I'll get you, don't you worry.
Venusaur doing a little bit of a jungle invade there as the astronaut Nautilus, doing a fantastic job there. After Hecarim showed himself, went and stole his Gromp. What?
Did he pick it? Did he get the Gromp there?
Yeah, he took the Gromp.
He smited it.
He smoked it.
He smoked it all out of the way.
Yeah.
Good old Nautilus. I like that skin too, the astronaut Nautilus.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We have some fine skins on the fields today.
All of them. I love all of the skins. Looks like Froloc's just taking out some of the traps there down on the bottom lane. Taking no damage. Doesn't want to use his spell shield to get away. And I'll get some more mana back from using them. But yeah, as you can see, just looking at the pushing power from Sivir is really big. And really, Gaijin Lad has to be really careful, because if he cops one good stun from Rickety Raccoon and then followed in by a boomerang toss by Frolic, he's going to get chunked or killed at that point.
Like, if he misses that, if he doesn't get the 90 caliber net, he is a goner. Because that's what saved him several times now, is as the stun comes through, he nets away and negates a lot of the damage that would have come through on the trade. Yan R44 misses a death sentence, and I think that'll signal a bit of a few seconds of aggression from Ricky Raccoon and Frolic. Beautiful, beautiful placement there from Frolic, getting both procs of the boomerang blade onto Gaijin Lad. Just keeping him low. He never really gets back to where he's coming from. Oh, in the top lane, Kimchi Bread takes down Malphite. Just missed that. And
yeah, basically, Kimchi had just slowly worn him down, got level 6 all in, and took the win there. Looks like in the bottom lane there is some more action, double hook action.
Well, Ricky Raccoon flashes away. We've got Chrisis' ult come through. Oh, fantastic little death sentence comes through. Frolic might actually go down because he's been caught by the flame, but in comes the cavalry. The speed pony's here. He gets one kill. Gaijin Lad is trying desperately to get away, but he can't. And in fact, both TPs arrive in the bottom lane and absolutely turned that around. And that is a 3-for-1 trade.
And it looks like they're going to follow up with the Dragon here as well, as they have 4 players in the bot lane and absolutely no pressure. Or not, they're going to light... No, there it is. It's just Kimchi Bread's like, I don't need no stinking Dragon. I want to run straight for this mid farm and make my way up into the top lane. But yeah, that was just really well done there. Definitely good use of the teleports there, knowing they went through. I was about to shout out Revenge of the Silvers and the Golds, but...
But it was not to be.
The teleports beat me to the punch.
Oh, charge of the Light Brigade and Murder She Wrote. So 5-1 is the kill score after that. Just such an expensive kill down in that bottom lane, and 1 dragon as a result of that stupendous double TP that came through. In fact, it was a single TP. Speed Pony was there already, so I didn't even have to use his TP to get into lane.
He's got it saved there for in case another issue crops up.
Yeah, for when he wants to actually gank.
Exactly, when he decides he needs to. No, I'm just going to sit here and just farm away. Oh, look, some action. Okay, no worries, I'm going to make my way there. And Kimchi Bread's just, now he's just been a bully. He is just bullying out Blue Zaya. He's got his Sheen now. It's not much Blue Zaya can do. And just, if you look across the board now, the CS differences are starting to crop up. You're starting to see, 10, up to about even is that 20 versus no, not yet. Yeah, it is almost 20.
Top lane,
It's
20 to
in
CS
top lane.
lead to the Irelia. Yeah.
And in Kimchi Bread made a trip down to the bottom lane as well. So Kimchi Bread's really, really performing right now.
Crucially, the ADCs, Siva, not getting bullied out of lane. In fact, doing the opposite, and is 10 CS ahead as well. So
Yeah, they're zoning them out right now. They're scared to engage. And the thing is, with Frolic's on the hunt, it's a really good engage tool for Annie as well.
What's the Irelia doing? Kimchi Bread is in the mid lane. Unfortunately, shows himself without succeeding in getting anything. Oh, he's decided to go the long way around. Hang on. He's going to pick himself up a Venusaur. Long range 3-pointers coming in from the Xerath. And in fact, the Speed Pony came through again. Didn't even need the teleport. And that is just absolutely brutal from the Hot Grills.
Yeah, Swiggity Swag's really showing what they do. As on the Hunters popped in the bottom lane.
They might... Sorry, yeah, alright. Not much happens. We're going to have a gank in the top lane. Blue Zaya gets a shard down onto Kimchi Bread, but in comes Leet. And unfortunately, fortunately for Blue Zaya, pops his ulti just in time. Now, in the bottom lane, Pawpaw hanging about and trying to find something, but there's a ward that spotted him, so he decides to get himself out of there. Doesn't even kill the pink ward. That's what you would have done if you were in bronze, you see? Kill the pink ward.
Exactly. I mean, I think they're a bit worried right now that Ricky Raccoon might just jump and flash Gaijin Lad and destroy him before he gets a chance to clear it out. It looks like they might get Venusaur to do so, but then again, I guess not. Venusaur is going to go through to see if he can make a gank happen, but Swiggy Swag has got the bottom lane watered up very well. He used his super trinket in the bush there, thinking everything was fine, but the ward is just outside that bush. So basically, some mind games being played by Swiggy Swag while they're at it at the same time.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Xerath has gone wandering, and that's mainly because he's got so much pressure here. Blakey is getting monstered by the long range of Pawpaw's Xerath.
Yeah, right now 3-0. He's ahead in CS. It's just that point where he can't do much.
Oh, he's going to get him. Again. 3 points not needed. He just has the one.
And there's the revenge ultimate that we were talking about before. But
in the bottom lane, Gaijin Lad taking a huge amount of damage. Frolic doesn't go down though. In fact, this is going to be a kill to Ricky Raccoon onto R44. And Gaijin Lad decides, look, I'm not going to stick around, and eats. I think he actually got killed by the smite.
I think he did that too. Actually, the burst damage there with with Hecarim's rampage and E follow up is just too great, and looks like they're going to take a turret for their trouble as well. Venusaur's trying to protect it, but not much you can really do. They got 3-on-1. There is a teleport coming now through from Malphite, but they've backed away, and looks like that was a bit of a waste of the teleport.
Yeah, I think too little too late, really. Xerath wandering around with complete impunity at this stage. And, well, just going to blue pill in the end there. So let's just take stock. We're heading to the 13-minute mark. There is a 7,000 gold lead.
Yep.
For the Swiggity Swaggies, the Hot Grills. So not only are they hot, but they're rich as well. 10 to 1 kills and 3 turrets.
Yeah, and Kimchi Bread just extended the lead to just below 30 CS in the top lane, and you can see it spreading out everywhere. Now it's about 24. No, oh wait, Carfus is farming again, so about a 20 CS lead difference in the mid lane. It looks like there's a teleport coming through from Lead to coming through and take out. Will he be able to get hurt, Gaijin Lad? Looks like it's going to be an easy pickup.
Yeah, Lead comes through and fires off the ulti right at the end there, and poor old Caitlyn has to lie down.
Yeah, and good time to do it too. That gives them a chance to set up some wards and get control of the dragon. I don't really think they need to be honest. They can sort of brute force their way through most of it. Nice hook there by Yan44, but it's not really going to do much.
In fact, great little combo there. Gets the hook to stop the Speed Pony in his tracks, drops down the lantern, and gets Venusaur out of dodge. Nice and quickly. Lots of pressure in the mid lane. And Malphite is, well, he might actually get a consolation here. Take down this second turret, or the first turret really, for his team. But it's taking him absolute ages because he really needs CS. So he's been spending time making sure that he picks up the CS rather than taking down the turret.
Yeah, and Kimchi smells blood. He's trying to make his way there to see if he can get there in time. Looks like Blue Zaza.
Oh, bad call.
He stopped his blue pill at the last second, thinking he'd be getting some more CS off, and that was his mistake, a grave mistake indeed.
Yeah, he assumed that Kimchi Bread would be with his team because the rest of his team showed themselves down at the Dragon. So he went, oh well, this challenger team, they would be grouping for Dragon, wouldn't they? So
they definitely would, but in this case, I think they feel they don't need Kimchi Bread to take the Dragon.
Yeah, and there was not enough vision for Taric's dad. Sorry, the children of Taric, shall we say?
Mm.
And
it looks like a cat and mouse game
how
happening
could that
right
be?
now.
Are you telling me that Taric
Sorry?
Taric has not been with a woman?
Taric has not been with a woman. Maybe. What if it was IVF? You never know. You never know.
Look, it doesn't matter how much you use IVF, you're not going to make a man feel
What is
violent.
Kimchi Bread doing? He's literally in the lion's den right now.
Oh, and gets the stun down. Venusaur misses the hook. Pawpaw's there to try and assist him, but this is really where the challengers are kind of showing the mettle. They know exactly what they need to do. A flash forward for Pawpaw, picks up the kill on the Chrisis. The R is not going to be able to kill anybody, I don't think. In fact, Yan R44, very, very low at this stage. Nice little tanking there from Pawpaw.
Look at that damage.
Oh, Gaijin Land got baited right in and takes the bait, falls under. As it's just an absolute mess at the moment with double kills and picks going all over the show. And
Sweetie Swag's just showing off now.
Yeah,
look at them. They're just
look at Elite.
Yeah, look at them all sitting there on like 10% HP. No, we can keep juggling the aggro from the turret. No, we can keep getting kills on the side. Yeah, no worries. And Frolic's just sitting there at about 5%, happily farming away. Basically, well past into the halfway mark into the territory of Taric's dad.
So that was a 3-0, and lost.
We've got a 12k goal lead at 16 minutes.
Yeah.
No, 11k now. Oh,
hey, 1 kill per
11.9K.
minute. They've got to get one very quickly before.
1 kill per minute. They need to hurry up and get that kill. Well, I mean, Leet's there in the stealing away the red right now. He might have a chance to get Blakey if he comes through.
Oh, the game's been paused.
Well, clearly they're thinking about this right now. Thinking like, okay, how can I kill him safely to get that kill per minute and be good to go with this?
So he's got no stun, so he can't interrupt the blue pill. So he's kind of dependent on the Malphite arriving. And does Malphite have his ulti? Yeah, Malphite's got his ulti up. So if he can get an unstoppable force through, they might actually be able to take down Elite. Is he in range though?
It's possible. Does he have his ultimate? Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's got a so that means he's got a flash, basically. So it's going to be kind of hard to get him if he decides... If he uses his ult on Karthus, then he's probably screwed. But if he decides to just fight and then he sees everyone coming through, he'll probably just ult away and speed pony on out of there. And then I wonder do you know what's happening right now with the pause? Who's lagging? Who's...
So, no.
No, I do not know.
So, what I think has happened is the coach has called the team in, and he's got the whiteboard up, and he's got the whiteboard pens, and he's going...
He's telling them right now.
He's putting X's. He's putting X's where they've died, and said, "Don't go there again. Those places are dangerous."
It looks like Hecarim's mouse is broken. That's what the issue is.
Ah, okay.
I think he should take it to the next level and play purely using hotkeys.
How do you aim?
You can't. That's why it's a joke.
It's like the mouse is actually somewhere. Okay, so the unpauses happen, and Speed Pony speeds away. No problem.
He's like, no worries. I'll more than happily take the CS here in the top lane.
defend the turret
And
as a
tax.
jungler.
It's
And
all
tax.
about the tax.
Yeah,
It's all about the tax.
Although technically, I mean, laning phase is so far over
Yes.
that this is not so much tax as split pushing.
Yeah, pretty much. And Pawpaw's just asserting dominance the whole way through, making sure and getting all the different attacks. It looks like he's been caught by Venusaur.
Oh dear, the mid lane Pawpaw might actually go down, misses the stun, and Ricky Raccoon is actually there to try and provide a little bit of assistance. But I guess he arrived too late and decided, look, I'm not going to use my stun. Pawpaw, you're going to sit in a corner for a while and think about what you've done. Feeder.
Pawpaw, you feeder. Seriously, mate. Like, what are you doing? Looks like Lee's been caught too, but it looks like they're going to make anything happen from that. And Aurelia's just in the bottom lane pushing away, having a happy day. She's got a sort of the occult sitting on her.
Oh, that's such bad manners.
Yeah, I think the DM's starting to come through. It's like, yeah, we've got this. Let's get a sort of the occult. I really do want to see a Soul Stealer on Kimchi now. He's got the sort of the cult. Might as well go full circle.
Oh, Kimchi Bread goes in. He's going for the tower dive. Blakey gets taken down. And in fact, I think Kimchi Bread might go down as he eats. Well, it was 2 ultis in the end there, and the shutdown goes on to him. Luzai, meantime, underneath the turret, picked up the Annie. And all of a sudden, a very expensive tower dive, because their tower didn't die. And they picked up 1 kill. And they've conceded positioning on the dragon, although the dragon's still too.
The dragon's not up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could throw. I doubt they will. They might just. I think they're just playing with. They're just toying with their food now. That's just. It's just a cat and mouse game where it's. The cat's picked up a mouse and he's just crushed its legs, and now it's just letting it roll around. That's literally the situation. I know I'm being disparaging again, but it's literally what the situation is.
Actually, that was an extended metaphor, is what you did.
It was really, yeah. It was an extended metaphor.
So, heading to 19.5 minutes, it's 17-4 in kills, a 10,000 gold lead in favor of the Hot Grills, and they have killed 4 turrets. Oh, we've got an engage going down. Venusaur's gotten caught. He flashes away just a moment too late, and in fact, Ricky Raccoon had popped his. Oh, hang on, he doesn't have Righteous Glory. Oh, he does have Righteous Glory. It's just in the last slot. So popped his Righteous Glory, and there was just no ways that Venusaur was going to get away, and that is thanks to the vision. Everyone else in the tournament, pay attention to the vision. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wards.
That's why they challenge it. You know, I'm surprised they don't have as many pinks. They've only got that 1 pink sitting there. I would have thought they'd have more pinks at this point. Normally, if you look at the challenger teams and the LCS teams that are playing out there, they'll have a whole bunch of pink wards around the map. Generally, in the river area or in certain brushes that most people just walk past without realizing, just because it's general pathing. That's what they do. They put the pink boards where the general path doesn't walk through, but it gives them vision of where they're going, so they get missed most of the time.
Dragon number 3, and this time completely uncontested. Didn't need a pick or a win on a team fight or another objective. They just had it completely uncontested, and that's really a reflection of the dire position that Taric's our dad is in. They are really their only hope is to turtle.
Really, it really is their only hope.
And really, is turtling going to get them back into the game? Their late game, I suppose Chrisis becomes a monster late game.
Chrisis is a monster, Malphite's a very good monster, but it's at that point where...
Speed Pony goes in, picks up a kill, almost completely solo. Yan R44 gets the 3-pointer, Leet is gonna die. The shutdown gets given away. Venusaur now turns to take on Pawpaw. In fact, they've caught him and might have a little bit of an advantage here. Double kill to Aurelia before Chrisis's R finally pops and doesn't actually pick up any cleanup as Venusaur bounds away, trying to get away. Kimchi Bread. That would be a triple kill, I think, for Kimchi Bread after that.
Delayed, yeah. Unofficial triple kill.
Unofficial. Well, we saw it, so it definitely
it happened, okay, guys? So, now they're going to take the inhibitor. They've got the pressure on the map. I'd say they're going to back out, ward off around the top jungle, get some wards on Baron, take a free Baron once they feel it's safe, and end it from there. That's the general gist of the game at this point.
So they'll clean out the jungle as they go.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
Paul
just
decided,
look for the
okay,
back
I'm going
away.
to leave
Look
the
for the back
two-headed
away.
wolf. No problem. And
They
off
see
he
the
goes.
buffs. They see the gold, the free gold. They're gonna take it. And
Oh, Kimchi Bread
this-
has a think about going for Blakey in the jungle, but decides better on it. And
yeah, he
I guess that's
figures
because
not
of
gonna
no
risk
vision.
it. Yeah, exactly. He's got no vision. He figures he probably could have gone all in there and killed him and survived. Aurelia is really big. He's got 10 stacks on his Sword of the Occult now. He's got enough mana to make some stuff happen. He just decided to play it safe. That's really all it was. Just play it safe.
So no sign of the Baron just yet. 23 minutes is the mark that we're approaching. 6-0. So really it's one-way traffic in terms of where people are going on this map.
Yeah, and
Inhib
now they're starting
exposed.
the crowd around.
Sorry,
there.
an
They're
Inhib
starting
actually
to-
destroyed.
Yeah.
And look at that, going for a Baron. Just 3 of them there. 4 of them.
4 now, yeah. And Kimchi Bread's just lagging behind. This has just pretty much been the case of the game. He doesn't need to be there for the objective. They're just that far ahead.
Yeah, he's
No
heading down.
towers.
I think he's going to probably pick up the split push again at the bottom lane. And judging by the path that he's taking. Meanwhile, at the top lane, we're going to have Frolic get the push on there with the super minions. They don't have any
15K
vision though,
Goldie.
so I guess he's going to head on forward first, drop down a ward, and then get.
He likes to play in the danger zone, doesn't he?
Yeah, look at that, pushing all the way up there.
He's been seen. He's just like, oh yeah, guys, come on.
No worries.
What you got?
No worries, mate.
You mad, bro? You mad? Come at me.
So Pawpaw completely zones out Venusaur, who gets. I'm sure he got the word from his team. Pull back. Don't try and defend that turret. As well, we have the makings of a massacre. I feel as the Hot Grills get themselves in position outside this top lane.
Yeah, they don't. Well, the thing is, they don't really have a massive tank, so they can siege it down, but they can't really go for a massive shot.
3-pointer
Never mind.
onto Yan, and he's taken down the 3rd point down onto Blakey. He's popped almost instantly. Blue's eyes hurting. The call of the Hunt has gone down. Oh, Cartus picks up a double kill with his R, and that has been his most valuable R to date. And they successfully defend that turret. Well, it's not over yet.
This is what I was about to say. They don't have any beefy champions that have any damage reduction right now. They don't have the Branduins on Aurelia. They don't have any tanky stats on Hecarim. So I was going to say that they probably wouldn't want to dive, and they did go for the dive. They've actually suffered for it. They've lost 2 people. They did manage to get the tower, but it was really not a good dive. They could have just sat there sieging for all they needed to do was just wait for Pawpaw to take them out.
Oh,
So just unnecessary risks there,
but
but I think they just want to get this game over and done with now.
you know, you can double click on a champion and the camera will follow them. You can't do that with a minion.
You can't do that with a minion.
No.
Not even the super minions?
Well, I'll try it on a super minion in a moment. We're just looking at the bottom lane, where unfortunately the first turret of the game for Taric's Our Dad is going to be denied because Kimchi Bread is on cleanup duty. Let's see if I can double click on a super minion. No, it's just a minion. It won't let me do it. So a buffed super minion, what does he get to do?
He
Empowered,
gets to push. He gets to push all the
Upgraded
way.
abilities. So no, it's not. It's not like. So you know, it's not like the cannon minion gets that extra range and the boom, the shots, the long range shots onto turrets. Oh, Kimchi goes all in. Blade surges through. He's got the support of Pawpaw in the back line, dropping the 3-pointers down. They take down Carter. Speed Pony comes through. Oh my god, how fast is this horse? As he chases down Gage and Lad, but he's gotten caught underneath the turret. He gets taken down. Gage and Lad gets stunned and taken down by Pawpaw. And now Venusaur and Blue Zaya cowering underneath their tunnel. Oh, beautiful! Look at that. A TG down onto Tibbers. Prevents us from dying and lets the ace come through because Kimchi is able to re-engage in the tower dive. That was pretty clever. Did you see that?
Yeah, so did you know that if the tower is targeting a minion and you teleport to that
Oh, yeah,
minion,
do that.
it stays locked onto it. So what you find is a lot of the time when someone's got a TP and there's a massive push happening, they'll wait for when the tower targets it, and then they'll TP onto it. So it's stopping all the tower damage. It's kind of like a mini ohm wrecker, just while you're using your teleport.
Oh, okay. So it's not just that it can't kill the minion; it also maintains aggro.
Yeah, it maintains the aggro on that minion.
Okay, that is something
that's
I
what
did
you
not
find.
know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to use it a lot when I'm playing. If I'm split pushing in the top lane and they're barring down in any of the other lanes, and I see they've got a massive advantage with their wave, and it starts targeting a minion, I'll TP onto it. That basically creates a dive situation where there is no damage being dealt for about 3 to 4 seconds because I'm TPing and the tower's not going to swap its aggro.
Oh, is he going to be able to save it? No, Pawpaw doesn't manage to arrive in time to stop the turret going down. So that is turret number 1 for the red team. Taric would be very proud.
Taric is very proud right now. I really would like to know who the mother
Who the mum was. You see,
yeah,
I mean, it's not like maybe Taric grew up in a time when, you know, society wasn't so accepting.
Okay.
So, you know, to
see
hide.
where you're going here. Yeah,
so, like, he got married first.
Yeah.
And he had he had a whole bunch of kids. He had 5, at least.
Yep,
and then he decided, you know, like, when society was ready to accept him as he was.
So could you imagine that situation going through?
Like, Blakey is going to go down. Can the third pointer hit? No, he juked beautifully. Manages to survive another day. We've got an exposed inhibitor at the top lane here, and that's where the focus from Kimchi Bread and the Swiggity Swaggity Hot Grills is going to be placed. Meanwhile, Super Minions coming up the mid lane and attracting the attention here of both of these mid lane turrets. And really, I can't see this game lasting longer than another minute.
Yeah, Kimchi Bread's got in. He's got 13 stacks of the occult, but he's been shut down, so he lost it all there. The pony's going through, cleaning up. He's on cleaning up duty. He's got the janitor going. And looks like Pawpaw's there taking on Malphite. Takes a bit too much away. He can pull the rock, comes out on top. Gage and Lad's there trying to fight his way through, but Frolic's just sitting there taking out the infrastructure.
So they got 20 seconds to make sure that I didn't tell a lie.
Basically, yeah, 20 seconds.
10 seconds. Can they kill the Nexus before I become
I hope they just don't let it go.
So, just short of 30 minutes, Mendrix, for the challenger team,
good prediction.
The Swiggity Swaggity Hot Grills to finish off Taric's our dad.
Yeah, they had almost 20k gold league towards the end there. And if they hadn't given up that top turret, they would have had a 20k gold lead.
Well, so the blue team wins. Swiggity Swaggity Hot Grills go through into the next round. So they've booked themselves a berth in the winners bracket semi-final, is what it is. It's not the final, it's the winners bracket semi-final. And
so there's going to be two more games? No, one more game in the loser bracket final?
Well, like, I don't really know. I don't, like, when you have double elimination, there's a number of ways that things can go.
Yeah.
Like, if the team that came through the winners bracket loses in the final, sometimes the rules say, well, that means they would go to the losers bracket, so they need to play another final. Have you had that happen?
Yeah.
So who knows?
I mean, I know, like, in StarCraft, what they tend to do, if someone fights all their way through to the winners bracket at the very end, they'll play the one final, and then if the winner loses the first, like, best of 5, they'll actually play another best of 5 because he won all the way through. But I think they've changed it around. I think they should just it's the final, that's the final, played out, and I think that's what they're going to do here for the sake of time.
All right. Okay, well, we'll see. We're just waiting on the Barracks crew to let us know exactly who we're going to be covering in the next match. It'll be here on Gamestah TV2 in a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere. This is Chrisis and Mendrix signing off.